Welcome to the Link in Bio podcast, your one-stop destination for life-changing insights on health, wealth, legal education, relationships, and more. Ready to level up? Let's dive into the knowledge designed to transform your life.
All right, welcome back for another deep dive, everybody. Today, we're all about helping you boost that bottom line. And more specifically, we're talking about making more money from your website.
That's right.
Now, we're diving deep into this source here. It's called 7. Set it and forget it. Ways to make more money with your website. To try to pull out some practical tactics for you guys.
Yeah.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Right. Absolutely. And you'd be surprised how often, just a simple tweak can make a really big difference when it comes to monetizing your website.
For sure.
We're talking about setting things up once and then kind of letting them generate that income on autopilot.
Ooh, I love the sound of autopilot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump right in because the source, it kicks off by talking about something that I think a lot of us struggle with, and it's strategically directing visitors to those lead pages.
Right.
What's the big takeaway here?
So it really comes down to maximizing those opportunities to capture leads. Instead of just hoping people kind of stumble across your opt-in form, you really need to be proactive.
Okay.
And kind of give them well-placed chances to join that email list.
It's like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs, but instead of breadcrumbs, it's like these awesome offers.
Yes. But instead of breadcrumbs, we're talking about irresistible offers, right?
Yeah.
Offers that lead them straight to that valuable lead magnet.
Right. I like that. And the source, actually, it suggests some, I think, pretty clever tactics here. What stood out to you?
Yeah. One that I thought was pretty clever was the idea of embedding those targeted lead magnet offers within multimedia content.
Okay.
So think about it. Someone's watching your video, maybe they're listening to your podcast, they're clearly engaged with your content.
Right.
Why not offer them something extra?
Right.
Something that complements the content they're already enjoying.
It's a very natural extension of the conversation you're already having.
Exactly. And the source also talks about utilizing those often overlooked spaces.
Okay.
So things like your blog sidebars and even those subscriber confirmation pages. Think of it as like capitalizing on prime real estate on your website.
Right. Right. And I got to ask about the elephant in the room here.
Sure.
Lightbox pop-ups. Are they really effective or are they just super annoying?
Well, I think it's a bit of a double-edged sword.
Okay.
They can be effective in capturing those folks who might otherwise slip away.
Right.
But the key is to make sure that the offer is truly irresistible and relevant.
Okay.
If it feels spammy or generic, it's just going to backfire.
It's all about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be too intrusive.
Right.
So, okay, we got those leads flowing in, right? We're capturing those leads. Now, how do we showcase the amazing products and services that you've worked so hard to create? Well, this is where the source's second strategy comes in. They call it insert more product offers.
Exactly. And it's not just about adding more offers. It's about placing them strategically, making sure your products are visible. They're easily accessible to your audience at the right time and place.
Right. So where are some of those prime locations for, this product placement?
Well, we already talked about the blog sidebar. That's a great spot for like a featured product section, that rotates regularly. Another often underutilized opportunity is the subscriber confirmation page. Someone just signed up for your lead magnet. They're clearly why not present them with a related product or service right then and there?
Strike while the iron is hot.
Exactly. And if you're running webinars, don't forget about the registration page.
Yeah, okay.
That's a perfect place to offer something, that will help the attendees kind of get up to speed before the event.
Right.
It's a win-win. They get valuable pre-webinar content and you get a potential sale.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, now let's move on to a topic that always sparks debate. Upselling and cross-selling. Some people swear by them, others think they're pushy, maybe even a little manipulative. What's the source's take on this? What do they have to say about these sales techniques?
Well, they really emphasize that when it's done ethically and strategically, upselling and cross-selling can actually enhance the customer experience.
Okay.
It's all about offering genuine value and helping customers find solutions that meet their needs. It shouldn't feel icky.
Right. So how do you make sure that it doesn't come across as icky or sleazy or salesy?
Well, it's all about relevance and timing.
Okay.
Instead of just throwing like random products at the wall and hoping something sticks, you really need to carefully consider what makes sense for that customer based on their current purchase or their behavior on your website.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say someone's purchasing a course on email marketing.
Okay.
An effective cross-sell might be a set of pre-written email templates that saves them time and effort.
Okay.
It's a complementary product that enhances the value of their original purchase.
Right. You're not forcing something on them. You're offering a helpful solution.
Exactly.
What about upselling? How would that look different?
So an upsell in this scenario might be offering a done-for-you email sequence setup.
Okay.
It kind of takes the course content to the next level. It provides even more value to that customer.
Right. I see. And the source also mentions this clever little tactic for boosting conversions during the checkout process.
Yes. Offering an exclusive deal or discount, like right there during checkout, can be incredibly effective. It creates a sense of urgency, and it incentivizes those customers to take action.
Well, I like that.
But you do need to be careful with this tactic, and not train your customers to expect discounts all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Strategic discounts. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to shift gears just a bit and talk about embedding offers directly into your blog content.
Sure.
And this is where we move beyond those traditional, banner ads and sidebar placements.
Exactly. It's about seamlessly weaving offers into the narrative of your blog posts in a way that feels natural and helpful.
Oh.
Not disruptive or forced.
Yeah, not like these in-your-face pop-ups or.
Definitely not. Think about it this way. You're writing a blog post about a specific problem or challenge your audience faces, and within that content, you can naturally recommend a product or service that provides a solution. It feels authentic and valuable, not pushy or salesy.
Right. I like that. Can you give me an example of what this might look like?
Sure. Let's say you're writing an article about creating engaging social media content.
Mm-hmm.
Within that article, you could seamlessly mention your social media management services or maybe a course that you offer on social media marketing.
Okay.
You could highlight the benefits. You could even share testimonials from satisfied clients.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's about providing that contextually relevant solution within the content itself.
Exactly. It's about being helpful and providing value, which ultimately builds trust with your audience.
I love this.
Yeah.
All right, now I want to talk about something that we all dream of. Creating viral content.
Yeah.
Content that spreads like wildfire, drives tons of traffic to our websites. Is there a secret formula, as a secret sauce for engineering this virality?
Well, if there were a guaranteed formula, we'd all be viral sensations, right?
Right.
Predicting virality is tricky, but the source does highlight some key characteristics of content that is highly shareable.
Okay, tell me everything.
So the first key is uniqueness. Our brains are wired to crave novelty. So if you can present something fresh, something that stands out from the crowd, it's more likely to grab attention and get those shares.
So it's about bucking the trends, offering a fresh perspective.
Exactly. Another crucial element is positivity.
Yeah.
Content that evokes positive emotions, whether it's laughter, inspiration, heartwarming feelings, tends to spread like wildfire.
I mean, think of those viral videos of, adorable animals doing funny things. It just makes you feel good, right?
Yeah, right. The source also emphasizes the importance of easy consumption.
Okay.
In today's fast-paced world, people are more likely to share content that's short, digestible, easy to understand. Think blog posts, infographics, or short videos.
So not long, drawn-out essays.
Not if you want to go viral. Keep it concise, engaging, and to the point. And of course, you need to make it easy to share.
Right.
Clear social media sharing buttons are a must. You don't want to make people jump through hoops to share your content.
Okay, so unique, positive, easy to consume, easy to share. What's the final ingredient here?
A clear call to action. Don't be shy about explicitly encouraging people to share your content. Sometimes all it takes is a simple, if you enjoyed this, please share it with your friends.
Right. So we've got our viral content strategy down. Now let's go back to those precious leads we've been collecting.
Okay.
It's time to nurture those relationships and guide them towards a purchase. This is where, I think a well-crafted autoresponder sequence comes in.
Absolutely. An autoresponder sequence is a powerful tool for staying top of mind and building trust with your audience. It's like having a virtual assistant working for you 24/7, delivering valuable content and strategically positioning your offers.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen autoresponder sequences that are just a barrage of sales pitches.
Right.
How do you create a sequence that feels helpful and engaging, not pushy and overwhelming?
That's a great question. The source offers some excellent advice on this. First and foremost, focus. Each autoresponder sequence should center around selling a single product or service. Don't confuse your subscribers by throwing too many options at them.
Okay, so one sequence, one goal.
Right. And equally important is balance.
Okay.
You want to provide a good mix of valuable content and those strategic pitches. It's not just about selling, it's about building relationships, establishing yourself as an expert in your field.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's about finding that sweet spot.
Right.
Being helpful, but also persuasive.
Exactly. And finally, purpose. Each email in your autoresponder sequence should have a clear reason for existing.
Okay.
It might be to deliver a valuable tip or share a case study, overcome a common objection, or offer social proof.
So each email is like a stepping stone, gently guiding the subscriber towards that ultimate conversion.
Precisely. And by the end of the sequence, they're not only familiar with your brand and your offer, but they're also primed to make a purchase.
I like that. Okay, this is all so incredibly helpful. We've covered a lot of ground today, but there's still one more set it and forget it strategy to explore, and that's capturing those elusive visitors who are about to leave your site.
Oh, yeah.
Let's dive into the world of exit traffic offers in part 2 of this deep dive.
Sounds good. You know, it's funny how much effort we often put into attracting visitors to our websites.
Right.
But then we kind of just let them wander off,
Yeah.
without making one last attempt to capture their attention.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like spending all this time setting the table for this amazing dinner party and then not even bothering to offer dessert.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where those exit traffic offers come in,
Okay.
They're that last-ditch effort to convert a visitor into a subscriber or a customer
Right, yeah.
before they just disappear into the vast expanse of the internet.
So it's like that moment when you're about to walk out of a store and they stop you with a flash sale.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like ready to leave, but now you're suddenly reconsidering.
Exactly. And just like those in-store flash sales, the key to those effective exit traffic offers is timing and relevance.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about these exit traffic offers. What makes them so special, and what kind of offers work best?
Well, as I mentioned, relevance is crucial.
Okay.
The offer needs to be very closely tied to what the visitor was just looking at on your site.
Okay.
So, if they were reading a blog post about productivity tips, hitting them with an offer for a time management course
Right.
would be way more effective than, say, a discount on gardening tools.
Okay, yeah. It's about personalization.
Right.
And offering a solution to a problem they've already expressed interest in.
Precisely. You want the offer to feel like a natural extension of their current journey on your site.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So what are some specific types of offers that work well as these exit traffic offers?
Well, lead magnets are always a good option, especially if they're highly targeted to the specific content the visitor was engaging with.
Right.
So think cheat sheets, checklists, templates, workbooks, anything that provides immediate value and helps them solve a problem.
Those are the kind of things I'm always eager to grab. So,
Cool.
okay, what else?
Discounts on popular products can also be very effective, especially if you create a sense of urgency.
Right.
A limited time offer or a flash sale can really push people over the edge and encourage them to take action.
Right.
But remember what we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
You don't want to train your audience to expect discounts all the time.
Right. It's all about finding that balance.
Exactly.
What about those tripwire offers you mentioned earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Those sound intriguing.
Tripwire offers are a brilliant way to convert casual browsers into paying customers.
Okay.
The idea is to offer a high-value product or service at an incredibly low price.
Right.
Almost too good to be true.
Okay.
It could be a mini course, a toolkit, a template pack, something that provides a taste of what you offer at a price point that's hard to resist.
So it's like a low-risk way for people to sample your work and see if they like it before
Exactly.
investing in something bigger.
Exactly. And once they've made that initial purchase, even if it's just for a few dollars, they're way more likely to buy from you again in the future.
Right.
It's all about building that trust and establishing a relationship.
I love that idea. Okay, so now from a practical standpoint, how do we actually implement these exit traffic offers?
Right?
Is it technically challenging? Do we need to be coding wizards?
Not at all.
Okay.
There are tons of tools and services available that make it super easy to set up these exit traffic offers, even if you're not tech savvy at all. The source mentions using things like redirect scripts, plugins for popular website platforms,
Right. Yeah.
and even services like catchamonkey.com.
So there are options for everyone, regardless of their technical skills.
Exactly.
That's good to hear. Okay, so we've chosen our irresistible offer.
Right.
We figured out the technical side of things. We're good to go.
Almost.
Okay.
We need to talk about the actual design and messaging of the offer itself.
Oh, okay. Good point. So what are some best practices for crafting an exit traffic offer that converts?
Well, first and foremost, clarity is key. You need to very clearly and concisely communicate the value proposition of your offer.
Okay.
What problem does it solve?
Right.
What benefits will the visitor receive? Why should they care?
So no beating around the bush.
Exactly.
Oh.
Straight to the point.
You also want to use strong visuals that capture attention. A compelling image or video can really make your offer stand out. And don't forget that clear and prominent call to action.
Right.
Tell people exactly what you want them to do.
Download now. Get your discount. Claim your free trial. Whatever action you want them to take.
This is all so helpful.
Yeah.
I'm already starting to brainstorm exit traffic, offer ideas for my own website.
Awesome.
Okay, now let's shift gears a bit and talk about another powerful tool for converting visitors into customers.
Sure.
Creating viral content.
Yeah.
I think we all dream of creating that content that spreads like wildfire,
Right.
driving tons of traffic, building our brand awareness. But how do we actually make that happen? Is there a secret formula for engineering virality?
Well, if there were a guaranteed formula, we'd all be viral sensations overnight, right?
Yeah.
But the truth is, virality is a complex phenomenon, and there's no single recipe for success.
Okay.
However, the source does highlight some key characteristics of highly shareable content that we can definitely learn from.
Okay, I'm all ears. Tell me everything.
So the first key is uniqueness, as we mentioned earlier. Our brains are wired to crave novelty.
Right.
So if you can present something fresh, something that stands out from the crowd, it's more likely to grab attention and get those shares.
So it's about bucking the trends and offering a fresh perspective.
Exactly. Another crucial element is positivity.
Okay.
Content that evokes positive emotions, whether it's laughter, inspiration, or heartwarming feelings, tends to spread like wildfire.
I mean, think of all those viral videos of adorable animals doing funny things. They just make you feel good, right?
Right, they brighten your day and make you want to share that feeling with others.
Exactly.
What else makes content share-worthy? Well, the source also emphasizes the importance of easy consumption.
Okay.
In today's fast-paced world, people are more likely to share content that's short, digestible, and easy to understand.
Okay.
Think blog posts, infographics, or short videos, no long drawn-out essays or complicated data reports if you want to go viral.
Got it.
Keep it concise, engaging, and to the point.
Okay, so unique, positive, easy to consume. What else?
Easy to share.
Right.
Clear social media sharing buttons are a must. Don't make people jump through hoops to share your content. And finally, a clear call to action. Don't be shy about explicitly encouraging people to share your content. Sometimes, all it takes is a simple. If you enjoyed this, please share it with your friends.
Okay, so to recap, unique, positive, easy to consume, easy to share, and a clear call to action. Those are the ingredients for viral content success.
That's right.
Now let's shift gears back to those precious leads we've been collecting.
Okay.
It's time to nurture those relationships and guide them toward a purchase. And that's where a well-crafted autoresponder sequence comes in.
Absolutely. An autoresponder sequence is a powerful tool for staying top of mind and building trust with your audience. It's like having a virtual assistant working for you 24/7, delivering valuable content and strategically positioning your offers.
I like that. But I've seen some autoresponder sequences that are just a barrage of sales pitches.
Right.
How do you create a sequence that feels helpful and engaging, not pushy and overwhelming?
That's a great question. The source offers some excellent advice on this first and foremost focus. Each autoresponder sequence should center around selling a single product or service.
Okay.
Don't confuse your subscribers by throwing too many options at them.
So one sequence, one goal. Got it.
Right. And equally important is balance. You want to provide a good mix of valuable content and strategic pitches.
Okay.
It's not just about selling, it's about building relationships and establishing yourself as an expert in your field.
Right. So it's about finding that sweet spot between being helpful and persuasive.
Yeah.
What else?
Finally, purpose. Each email in your autoresponder sequence should have a clear reason for existing.
Okay.
It might be to deliver a valuable tip share, a case study, overcome a common objection, or offer social proof.
So each email is like a stepping stone, gently guiding the subscriber toward that ultimate conversion.
Precisely.
This is incredibly helpful.
Good.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from optimizing lead capture to crafting compelling exit traffic offers and even exploring the world of viral content.
Yeah.
But we're not done yet. That's right. There's one more set it and forget it strategy from our source that we haven't touched on yet, and it might just be the most important of all. Let's dive into that in the final part of this deep dive. All right, so we've covered a ton of ground in this deep dive into making your website work harder for you. From capturing leads to crafting viral content, we've gone through some really powerful set it and forget it strategies.
Yeah, for sure.
But you mentioned there's one more to go, and you actually called it the most important. I'm dying to know what it is.
Well, it all circles back to something we talked about a little bit earlier, email marketing. So you've got those leads coming in, right? You're nurturing them with that autoresponder sequence. But then what happens next? How do you actually convert those subscribers into loyal, paying customers?
That's the million-dollar question, right? We can drive all this traffic, we can build our list, but how do we actually turn those subscribers into buyers? That's where the real magic happens. So what's the secret?
Well, the source calls this strategy segment and conquer. And it's all about, understanding that your subscribers are not one big, homogenous mass.
Right.
They all have different needs, different interests, different motivations. And the more you can tailor your messaging and your offers to those specific segments, the higher your conversion rates are going to be.
Okay, I'm starting to see where this is going. So instead of just blasting out the same generic email to our entire list, we need to get a little bit smarter about who we're talking to and what we're offering them.
Exactly. Think about it this way. If you're selling a range of products, let's say courses on different topics, why would you send the same promotional email to someone who's interested in social media marketing and someone who's interested in, productivity hacks?
Right. They're in totally different headspaces, looking for very different solutions. A one-size-fits-all approach just isn't going to cut it.
Exactly. So the first step in segmenting your list is to gather data. What information do you already have about your subscribers? Did they sign up through different lead magnets? Have they clicked on specific links in your emails? What pages have they visited on your website?
So we're kind of using their behavior and engagement to paint a picture of what they're interested in and what their needs are.
Exactly. And once you have this data, you can start grouping your subscribers into segments based on those shared characteristics. You might have a segment for people who are interested in a particular topic, a segment for people who have purchased from you before, a segment for people who have engaged with your content on a specific platform. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so we've gathered our data, we've created our segments. Now what? How do we actually use this segmentation to boost our conversions?
This is where things get really interesting. Now you can start tailoring your email campaigns to each specific segment. Instead of sending those generic blasts, you're sending highly targeted emails that speak directly to their needs and interests.
Okay, so for our social media marketing segment, we might send them a case study showcasing how we help the client grow their Instagram following.
Right.
And then for our productivity hack segment, we might send an email with tips on time management and organization.
Exactly. You're speaking their language, you're addressing their specific pain points, and you're offering solutions that are actually relevant to their needs. It's a win-win. Your subscribers feel understood, they feel valued, and you increase your chances of making a sale.
This is so powerful. I can already see how much more effective my email marketing could be if I just implement this segmentation strategy.
And the best part is, it's really not that complicated.
Okay, good.
Most email marketing platforms offer segmentation features, and there are tons of resources out there to help you get started.
This has been such an awesome deep dive. We've covered so much ground, from capturing leads and nurturing them with autoresponders to crafting that viral content and segmenting our email lists. I feel like I have a whole new toolkit for making my website a real income-generating machine.
That's awesome. And remember, the key to success with all of these strategies is to experiment, to test, and to refine your approach over time. What works for one website might not work for another, so...
It's all about figuring out what resonates with your audience and adapting as you go.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask for feedback from your audience. What do they want to see more of? What challenges are they facing? The more you understand your audience, the better you can serve them, and the more successful your website will be.
I love that. It's all about building those genuine connections and providing real value.
Absolutely. And with that, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive.
This has been an incredible journey. I feel so much more confident and equipped to take my website to the next level. Thanks for sharing all your expertise with us.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, the most important step is to take action.
Right.
Don't let that analysis paralysis hold you back. Just choose one strategy, implement it, and see what happens. You might be surprised at the results. So true. And to all of our listeners out there, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you've learned some valuable insights, maybe picked up some actionable strategies to help you make more money with your website.
Until next time, happy monetizing.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Link in Bio podcast. Want to dive deeper into today's topic? Grab your copy now. Just click the link in the description. Stay curious, stay empowered, and we'll see you next time.